Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have some updates to share with you guys about that drunk DHS employee. I think his name is pronounced Deiseroth. First name Scott. Anyway, he got busted, went viral in police body cam footage. For anyone who hasn't seen that video, you need to go watch it. Guy is loaded off his ass. And the Miami Herald confirmed that fact because they just reported that Deiseroth's blood alcohol level was 0.174, so more than twice the legal limit. Here he is. You can see him in this photo in this article. They also had the video posted, or at least part of it. The whole video is very long. As you guys know, I shared about half of it the other day because it's so long. But anyway, the first officer who spotted Deiseroth, and you guys might recall from my other video, people were calling in. People in the public saw him swerving all over the place, called the police. The first officer who spotted him was like the second in command at the sheriff's office. So he said that he starts following Deiseroth, and his truck was straddling the dividing line between, traffic going his direction and oncoming traffic. So he's on the highway driving into oncoming traffic. And then the officer said he was swerving all over the road. He was driving into the shoulder. Well, Deiseroth was so drunk that he didn't even know where he was. The officer who finally pulled him over, Officer Lane, he asked him, do you know where you are and where are you headed? Well, in the police report, it says that Deiseroth was pulled over 70 miles south of where he thought he was. So he tells the officer, I'm on such and such highway and I'm headed to this area. And they're like, no, that's not where you are. And that's not where you're headed. And as I mentioned the other day, he had his two young kids in the car. He had a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old in the car. So the officers called Deiseroth's, after they took him into custody, they called Deiseroth's estranged wife. They had her come and pick up the kids, and they questioned the kids. And so his children told the officer their dad took them to a resort, and they admitted that, yeah, he was drinking. So you guys might recall in that body cam footage, Deiseroth's story changed multiple times. He said, I haven't drank. I haven't had a drink in weeks. And then when the officer asked him multiple times, he said, I've had about 4 drinks. The officer couldn't get him to admit what kind of drinks. The officer was like, soda, alcohol, Kool-Aid, which obviously he's drinking Kool-Aid because he's a Trump supporter. But anyway, so he admits, I had 4 drinks. Later on, he changes it. After they get him in the patrol car, he says, 2, that he had only 2 drinks. And as you guys might recall, Deiseroth had asked the black officer if he was Haitian. Apparently, he continued with this racist BS as he's heading to jail. So the Miami Herald reported that he told the white officer, Officer Lane, quote, your boy, he's Haitian, right? I'm going to run some checks when I get back. And then Deiseroth said that he would have the black officer removed from the United States if he wasn't a citizen. So Officer Lane replied to him and said, well, that would be sad because he's a nice guy. So Officer Lane, decent guy, good man, not a racist. Deiseroth, totally the opposite. And I mean, think about that. Deiseroth is such a piece of shit that as he's on the way to jail for putting his 2 young children at risk of death, put their lives at risk, yet at that same moment, He is trying to destroy another man's life simply because of the color of his skin, simply because he may have been born in another country. I mean, Deiseroth could have, he literally could have caused his children to die, driving into oncoming traffic with two little boys in the back seat. So I hope he permanently loses custody of those kids. He absolutely deserves to, and they are far better off without that racist loser in their life. So here's the deal. As of now, he's been charged with driving under the influence and resisting arrest without violence. But the state attorney said they're considering hitting him with felony child neglect charges as well. I really hope that they do. He deserves it. Now, Deiseroth's attorney told the Miami Herald, quote, "He is very sad and very remorseful. He has been doing a voluntary breath test for the past 3 months and hasn't failed one. He has been going to counseling and therapy to try to show the world that he is a better person than what the video shows that day." And here's the thing. Everybody thinks that this just happened, like this video, because the video just came out, the news articles just went viral, but this apparently happened back in August. So I don't know if the attorney means like he's been going to counseling and he's been doing these breath checks since this happened, since in August, or if this was an issue prior to this incident that was caught on camera. And check this out. This guy is still employed by ICE. He is still on our payroll. He's been removed from, active duty, I guess you could call it. He is on administrative duty right now, but he is still receiving our tax dollars for sitting around doing paperwork. And DHS released a BS statement. They said, oh, well, this is still under investigation, wouldn't be appropriate for us to comment on this at the time. And public servants who work for law enforcement, and all ICE employees, they're held to the highest standard of conduct. Yeah. Okay, DHS, yeah, we've seen what your high standards are. And here's the thing. I think on some level, DHS will want to protect this guy, right? Because he is a racist and they like that. And he is right up their alley. He is exactly what they're looking for. Former military, has some obvious issues, so they can use that to control him, and obviously hates people of color. So they like that, and they protect their own at all costs. The problem in this case, because normally what we would probably see is them step in and say, drop these charges. This is one of our guys. You're making us look bad. We just want this to go away. We want to get this story out of the news and let's put him back in the line of duty. The problem they're going to run into with this guy is the wife. Because if they do that, then that harms her case. And she is looking out for her children. So this is going to be a very sticky situation for them. And if anybody out there knows the wife, I would love to have her on the show and talk to her. So, or if she finds this video and is so inclined, again, I would love to have you on the show, would love to talk with you, whatever your politics are, I don't care. When it comes to protecting children, that is not a red and blue issue for me. That is a black and white. So you either take care of children and protect children or you don't. And I don't care even if she is a Trump supporter. I will support this woman because she's looking out for her kids, and I applaud her for standing up and doing what's right and getting away from this guy who is clearly has got some issues going on and is putting his children in harm's way. So Anyway, guys, I will keep an eye on this. I'll let you know if I hear anything new. I also wanted to point out if I've been looking a little different lately, it's because, and some of you know this, who take part in the monthly Zoom call, I have a clogged tear duct in my right eye. It is now starting to affect my left eye as well. So both of my eyelids are very swollen, especially today. Unfortunately, with our wonderful healthcare that we have here in the United States and the fact that I have an HMO, I have been put on the back burner. And so I don't even have an appointment to get in with the specialist to, I found out, make a long story short, found out I need surgery. So I can't even get in with the specialist to do a consult for the surgery for another couple weeks. And I've already been waiting weeks and weeks. So anyway, if my eyes look swollen, that's why. All right. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.